Hello, you're listening to the servant of God, Pastor Banky.
Now, still talking about this matter of prosperity, how do we prosper materially, outwardly? I want to explain the 5 principles to us again. That spiritual prosperity is the most important, followed by prosperity of the soul, which we have talked about in all the previous days on this set of teachings. Now we're looking at prosperity outwardly. And we said there are 2 sides. There is prosperity materially, and there is prosperity in the body, talking about our health. And we'll look at that one later. Now, we're still looking at that material one. John said it is the plan of God, it is the desire of God that will materially prosper. But we've said that we must understand the purpose. Material prosperity is not for show off. It is so that all our needs can be met. It's not our wants, not our lusts. You know, sometimes people want to sow, they want something, they are praying to God for something. God looks and says, I don't want to give it to you. Why? Because it will not bless you. He said, Lord, I want a Bentley. God said, you can't maintain a Bentley. Forget it. Let me give you a small Corolla. Drive it and be happy. If people come and say, no, God, I want to own a private jet. God said, where are you going? Where are you going? Do you understand my point? So prosperity, true material prosperity, is not the fact that I have all of those things. True material prosperity. I'm not just talking about true prosperity entirely now, but even the material one, there's a true one. True material prosperity means that anything that I need, a legitimate need that I have been able to recognize in my life, that is not engineered by my lust and my competition with my neighbor, God will supply those things. Do you understand? Once I was talking with somebody, I said, God will always supply what I need to eat, even if it is also gari and water and groundnut. He said, what if you say your basic need is malt? You want to eat every plate of food with malt. The Bible says God is not mocked. Are you getting my point? You cannot just wake up and create unnecessary standards for yourself and I say, God, you must meet my own standard. He won't answer you. Sometimes we think God is just a computer. He's not a computer. He's a living person who has more intelligence than all of us put together. We draw a bit from his intelligence for us to survive. Do you understand? So he can think. He knows what is not good for you. He knows what will not be a blessing to you. There are places you are praying that God should take you to. God said, if I take you there, you won't last. Do you understand? You will not last. So material prosperity is being able to meet my needs and then being able to help somebody else meet the needs in his life so that I can do the will of God and give glory to his name. You understand? So we're talking about how do we attain to it. I said that it doesn't come suddenly. It is not something that will just come as a miracle. You cannot just give one offering and tomorrow you're a rich man. I hear that thing all the time and it makes me laugh because Christians believe it and they're running up and down and they've been giving the offerings and nothing is coming out of it. The reason, like I said, is because when you're sowing seeds, you understand, money seeds, God does not look at the money. He looks at the heart. He said it in the scriptures. Why can't we just see it? He said, I, the Lord, I test the heart. I search the mind before I reward anybody according to the work that he has done. Do you understand? Then, in fact, I like the way he said it to Samuel. He said, Samuel, you look outwardly. He said, men look outwardly. He said, but God, I look at the heart. So when you say, I'm a cheerful giver, God said, dance from now to tomorrow, I'm not looking at the dance. Do you understand my point? I'm looking at your heart. He said, I'm a cheerful giver. I give you lots of money. God said, I'm not looking outside. I can't count that cash. That is irrelevant to me. What is relevant is the heart. The man that brings $1 million to church and drops the offering, saying that, okay, after 1 month, God will give me 10 million back. He's just a thief. God loves a cheerful giver, not a cheerful investor. That is an investment. You are not giving. You are not giving. A man who gives and writes off the money. He gives. Some people say that when you are giving, you must expect. It is not true. It is not true. Giving and receiving is a law of God, we know. But God forbids us from looking towards that material reward we will get back when we are giving. Because when we do that, we are no longer doing the labor of love. We are doing the labor of selfishness. People who do the labor of love, God rewards them. I need to keep on emphasizing this thing to people. If you do the labor of love, God will reward you. But he does not allow you to keep your eyes on the reward when you are doing the labor. You must keep your eyes on the effect of your labor. A woman came to her husband and said to her husband, I perceive that this man that's by us is a prophet of God that passes by us every day. Let us be of good help to him. They built an extra room in their house so as to be able to accommodate Elisha. Why? Because the woman said he is a true prophet of God. They gave to him because he's a prophet, not because of what they are going to get. How do I know that? It is written clearly in the scriptures like that. I don't know why people can't just see this thing, that it is there. Now, the story is in 2 Kings chapter 4. What they did because he was a holy man of God. And when the man came and said, what do you want? If it's many of us, we've already had our list for God when we are doing what we want to do. The woman said to Elisha, I don't need anything. Do you talk to the security people because for you? He said, don't worry, I feel very secure where I am. My husband is rich. I did what I did because you are a man of God. Then the man prayed for her, and then God gave her a reward. An abundance came into her life concerning childbearing. She had a son that she did not have before. Now, why I told the story is to bring out the fact that the woman did not have her focus on what she was going to get. She had her focus on what she was going to give, and she was doing it just because God had given her the ability to do it. Anything we do in life is because God has given us the ability to do it, not because we are supposed to use that one to get from God. Listen, I said last time, I'm emphasizing again, it is not as if God cannot work miracles. That is not just the way he does things. He prefers us to walk in the blessing. Let us walk in the blessing every day. What is the blessing? He said, blessed shall be your field. Do you understand? That is, there is a place I go. There is a field that's mine. There's an office where I work. There is a business that I do. There is a place where I teach. There is a place where I create something. There's an artwork that I do. There is a kind of ministry that I run. That is, blessed shall be your field. That tells that there's supposed to be a field. There's supposed to be a field. The blessing of God comes upon that thing that you do regularly. That's why Paul said, whosoever will not work, let him not eat. I'm bringing out an issue here concerning how we get outward prosperity. Before I go further into that, so I was just trying to explain something. The principle of giving and receiving, we want to practice something as Christians. It's not what the Bible teaches us. It's not what God teaches us. Giving is supposed to be a habit. It's not something we do so as to get emergency miracles out of God. God said, have a field, live a life of righteousness, and giving is a part of the life of righteousness. It is not something we just use to quickly get a quick miracle. You have your field, you live a life of righteousness, and you pray to God, and then God begins to make all grace abound towards you. What is grace? Grace is the power, the ability to get results in life. Grace is the power to get a job when people say you don't know anybody. Grace is the power when people who are more powerful than you, they are bidding for a contract, okay? And you know you can do it as well as them, and you even have a better price. And they say you won't get it, you don't know anybody. You're not ready to bribe. You're not ready to give kickback. Say, don't worry. My money does not include kickback money. My money does not include bribe money. I'm going to put in my quotation, and I trust the Lord to get me jobs like that. Grace is when I'm able to do that. So he said, God will make all grace abound towards you. That's in 2 Corinthians chapter 9. You will have all sufficiency in all things. That is, as grace is working on your behalf in what you are doing, all sufficiency now begins to come into your life. You begin to have something regular coming into your life that may even be more than what you need by yourself. And he said at that time, you'll be able to abound to every good work. So because giving is your lifestyle, what I've been quoting is 2 Corinthians chapter 9 and in verse 8. So you now begin to have abundance more than what you need. And the Bible says, as a result, you abound to every good work. That is not just for yourself. That abundance allows you, therefore, perform what the Bible calls every good deed. Now, you understand what I'm trying to say here now. So that you see, God expects you to have a field. If you want to prosper in life, ask the Lord, what is my field? This is how material prosperity comes into your life. You must have your own field, a place where God can pour grace upon it so that when you are working there, you will get results so that his grace can work in your life and the blessing can shine upon that which you are doing. Remember, I said what we need in life is a blessing, not miracles. What we need in life is a blessing. A blessing is when God sets you into a cycle of good so that when you plant this year, you know you will harvest. And when I'm talking about planting, you plant in your business, you plant in your work, you plant on your material, you plant on your farm. God causes rain to fall on it, the sun to shine on it, so that when you harvest, you have an abundance of grain for you to call the blessing of God in your life. I hope you've gotten the point I'm making there.
We trust you are blessed by that short teaching. For more messages, books, and other materials, please visit our website, pastor.ng. Don't forget to share these resources with others. God bless you.